general rule with the ECHR is that unless it is something, you know, really, really serious, like horrendous human rights abuses in Turkey, then they're probably not going to take massive action. There's a phrase about our involvement with the European Union, which is obviously separate to the Council of Europe, about how Britain gold plates EU legislation, which is, you know, in France and particularly Italy, they take quite a lackadaisical approach. But British civil servants, oh, here comes another directive. Let's see how we can implement it, and we gold plate it. And there may be with civil servants saying, you know, the sky will fall in if we don't comply with this, but the sky probably won't fall in.
Okay, let's move on to a story in the Daily Mail, which is hard-up families loiter with intent.
Well, I love the opening sentence of this. When the going gets tough, the tough go camping. Apparently, camping holidays are up by 20%, and foreign holidays are down by 25% because of the difficult economic times. I've been on 2 camping holidays in my life, and nothing would induce me to go camping again. Do you?
I love it. Yeah.
But don't you like sort of comfortable beds on holiday? And sort of.
No, Anna is a hardy type, aren't you?
Yeah, I love it.
So I wouldn't have thought that of you. I thought you liked your luxuries.
But you know what? You say that tough go. You know you say.
Have you?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
You're one of those people that hold me up on all these country roads. You really have.
Oh, it's a VW. Well, that's cool if it's a VW.
No, that is very cool.
But you say the tough go camping. It turns not. It said sites in Britain have gone up market, with spacious tents, new shower and toilet blocks, and electricity hooked up points to power a laptop or a TV.
Luxury electricity
Not
points.
what it was like when I was
gets
a
posher,
lad.
doesn't it? A nice pew cartoon as well. Couldn't we pay to use a campsite like everybody else? Looks like somebody's on a roundabout there enjoying their holiday.
Quite in the 70s,
Yeah.
basically.
Don't look old enough.
Should we talk about Will and Kate? A hush-hush date with the bishop. What was this about?
I love that headline in the Times, a hush-hush date with the bishop, and Kate fills in the obvious gap on her CV.
Yes.
She is about to marry Prince William, who will at some point be Supreme Governor of the Church of England. Now, Kate was christened, but she hadn't been confirmed. You're usually confirmed when you're about 12 or 13.
So,
there we are.
Not that I believe in God.
Not that you believe in God, but you have been confirmed.
Any longer,
So anyway, it was the Bishop of London, confirmed her a few weeks ago, and there's a very careful statement from St James's Palace saying Catherine, which we must call her, Catherine Middleton, was confirmed, and it was as part of her marriage preparations.
Do you think we're ever going to call her Catherine? It just
I don't know.
weird.
I'm not entirely sure it's going to catch on big time.
Well, they want us to call her Catherine, presumably because she will be a princess. Although, isn't there some talk, interesting one for royal anoraks, that the prince will be given a dukedom will be conferred upon him,
and she'll be Duchess.
In which she'll be Duchess of Lancaster or wherever it is.
Yeah, Cambridge or
Cambridge. One of the royal.
There's a whole list, isn't there, that are available.
Yes.
Let's talk about Catherine Zeta-Jones, shall we? Her face in many of the papers.
That's right. This is the Daily Mirror, and reporting, as are other papers, that Catherine Zeta-Jones has checked into a mental unit with bipolar disorder, and it says that she's been feeling the strain, obviously, after her husband Michael Douglas's cancer battle. And what I think is really interesting about this is that Catherine Zeta-Jones, I mean, we don't know the circumstances for her publicists releasing it into the public domain, but what it is doing is that it's good that people feel that they can talk about this, because it's taking the stigma away from mental illness. And it's somebody that Ian and I are familiar with, is Alistair Campbell, has done a lot about talking about how we should be more open about it.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. Nick Watt, Ian Dale, very good to see you both. Thank you very much indeed. The weather is...
As the